Everyone, welcome back to my channel on my Speed Max. So this is the first part of the session we have completed. We are moving to the second part in the session, in which we are going to learn about new concept of how to solve the simultaneous equation with two variables, how to eliminate the equations by the x variable or the y variable. Then in the day-to-day school life, the students, those who are using the Cramer's rule, will solve the same method, and then with the advance to that, we'll use the shortcut method to solve this two equation. Before going to the part of the today's second part, I'll just recollect the first part, and those who have not able to see the first part, you can use this link and you can refer the first part of the Speed Max on my channel. So in the first part of the max, we have seen in the unit place if it ends with 5 square, how to get the square of that number. And the same value, if in the unit place it is 5, and if the tens place, when you add, if you get odd value, we have seen that procedure. You can refer this link and you can find the solution for this type of procedure. And then we have seen if the consecutives of ones are there in x and y product, we have seen that. And if in x and y product, if any consecutives of ones is left, how to multiply the ones, we have seen in your first part of my class. The link for this is given once again for your reference. So today's session we'll see how to solve the simultaneous equation for the x and y variable. So this techniques will be useful for the school student and as well as for the higher education of the student. So let us consider the two equations. We have 2x plus 16y is equal to 14 and 4x plus 7y is equal to 28. So when you go for the elimination method, we'll try to simplify any one of these two variable, either the x variable or the y variable. So for that we need to check the coefficient of x or the coefficient of y. But here we'll take the coefficient of x. It is quite easier to cancel the part. Since in first equation the coefficient of x is 2, so we'll multiply the first equation by 2. So once you multiply it by 2, we need to multiply both the LHS and as well as the RHS. So the first equation, when you multiply the left hand side, it will become 4x plus 32y, and right hand side it will become 28. The second equation what we have it, we'll write that, and from that I'm going to take the x part alone instead of taking the entire equation. Our objective is to cancel the x part or the y part. So in this case I have taken the smallest number so that the x part will get cancelled here. And before trying to find out the solution, we need to change the sign in the original equation of the 2. So you need to make the sign change in x and y in equation number 2. So start from the left hand side, write the opposite sign. In 4x we have plus, so we have written minus. In 7y we have positive, so we have written minus. And plus 28, so we have written minus 28. Now we'll add the equation 3 and 2 here. When you add this 2, this plus 28 and minus 28 will become 0 to the right hand side, and 32 minus 7 will become plus 25y equal to 0. Plus 4x and minus 4x will become 0 directly. So already we know that 25y equal to 0. From this y we can get it as solution as 0. Since 0 by 25 will become 0. Once you know the y solution, we can substitute this y in any one of the equation which is given in the original equation 1 and 2. So when I substitute y equal to 0, we'll get 2x is equal to 14. So from this x is equal to 14 by 2, so x is equal to 7. So the final solution, always we have to write with the x solution and then followed by the y solution. So the answer is 7, 0. This methods will be useful for the standard from 8th, 9th and 10th, or even when you go for any competitive examination also we can use it. But since it will consume lot of time, we need to reduce this procedure to simplify the equation as much as possible. So during 11th and 12th standard classes, we have studied your Cramer's rule. So we'll see how to use the Cramer's rule for the same problem and how to get the solution for x and y, and we'll try to check out whether we are getting the same solution to this problem also. So whenever the equations are given, First we will consider 2x plus 16y is equal to 14 and 4x plus 7y is equal to 28. So this two equation we will try to write it in the matrix form, that is writing the coefficient of x and y from the equation 1 and 2. So coefficient of x is 2, coefficient of y is 16 from equation number 1. That's why in the first row we have written 2 and 16. In the second equation the coefficient is 4 and 7. So 4 and 7. The variables which are present here is x and y. So we will write that variable as x and y. And the right hand side coefficient is 14 and 28. So when you multiply this matrix with x and y, we will need to get that same equation. We will try to check out whether we are getting that same equation or not. So 2x plus 16y is equal to 14. 4x plus 7y is equal to 28. And before trying to find out the solution for x and y, it is always necessary to check out whether the value of the determinant del is not equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, then only it is possible to find the value of x and y. Always we have to check out whether the values of x and y is possible for the determinant is not equal to 0. So particularly to this problem, the value of del is not equal to 0. So take this coefficient of x and y, we have written in the del format 2, 16, 4 and 7. So always I will be reading out by the first row and then I will reading by the second row. So now the value of del we have got it, and we have to expand this determinant. When you are going to expand with this determinant, we will get 14 minus 64. So you will get minus 15 as your del value. Now same, we need to find the solution of x and y. So it becomes necessary to find what is del 1 and del 2. Now we will see how to find out your del 1 and del 2. Whatever the coefficient you have in the column 1, x coefficient 2 and 4, replace that with the first column. So we will get 14 and 28. So all we can change from the del also. We have 2 and 4, change it as 14 and 28. So we will get 16 and 7 as it is in the second column. Once again find the del for this. For 14 into 7 minus 28 into 16. So 14 into 7 you will get 98. 28 into 16 you will get 448. On simplification of this, we will get the del 1 answer as minus 350. Now same procedure we need to find for your del 2 also. So in del 2, write the first column as it is from the del, and in the second column we have 16 and 17 in the del. Replace this with 14 and 28 from the equation of this given with the right hand side value. So you will get 2, 4, 14 and 28. So you will get 56 minus 56. So the del 2 answer is also here we have calculated, and here it is equal to 0. Now directly we can find the solution for x and y. So x value is always given by del 1 by del. So this is the formula we have to remember to find for your x. So already del 1 we know it is minus 350, and del already we know it is minus 50. So the value of del is now 7. That is this negative and negative will get cancelled. 0 and 0 will get cancelled. 35 by 5 will become 7. Same case, y is equal to del 2 by del, we need to use the formula. Since del 2 is 0, we have got it directly, we will write it, and del we have got it as minus 50, so it will become 0 here. So once again if you see this two methods, once again the answer is 7, 0. Here also the answer is 7, 0. So in mathematically whatever the methods we are going to use it, we will get the same answer. So this methods will be useful for the lower class students. Those students who are going to prepare for the aptitude examinations or any other competitive examinations, we can make use of this method. We will see one more two examples in which the coefficient of x is proportion to the right hand side, how to solve this type of problem. So those who preparing for the competitive examination will use this method. You no need to go for the regular method what we have seen in the previous two example with the same procedure problem. Now in this case the equations in one is given as 2x plus 16y is equal to 14, and second equation is given as 4x plus 7y is equal to 28. So let us consider this is equation 1 and equation 2. Here we are not going to use your elimination variable, or we are not going to use the Cramer's rule. So this is a shortcut method we are going to use here. So the coefficient of x here is 2 and 4. So let us take the coefficients of x and y here. In this particular problem we are not going to consider the coefficient of y here. Then the right hand side coefficient we have 14 and 28. So write that also. Then try to check out whether this coefficient ratios what you are getting, whether there is any proportion. So in this particular problem, both this coefficient of x and the right hand side coefficients are 1:2. Since 2:4 will become 1:2, 14 into 28 will become 1:2. So whenever you are getting the right hand side coefficient proportion to the x coefficient, the y solution is always 0. So that's what we have done it in the previous. We have got the same solution. See this problem, the same equation we have taken. By doing this type of procedure, we have got the y solution as 0 after simplification. And when you go for the Cramer's rule, we are using y is equal to del 2 by del there. We are not going to use any methods here. Directly we are going to find the solution for y here. When y solution is 0, we can make use of this and we can substitute in any one of this first equation or in the second equation. So I have taken the first equation, 2x plus 16 into 0. So 16 into 0 will become 0. So remaining is 2x is equal to 14. So once we get the equation, we can able to find the solution of x there. So we'll get the solution as x as 7 and y solution as 0. So this is the same solution what you have got by using the variable elimination and by using the Cramer's rule. Most of them will have confusion. If y coefficient is proportion, then what we have to do it. So that also we can see with the same one more example. I have taken the two equation, 8x plus 16y is equal to 32 and 12x plus 32y is equal to 64. Now this two equation as the coefficient proportion or not, we have to check it. So when you take the coefficient of x, we eliminate directly. We take the coefficient of y here directly. So you are getting 16 and 32. Same, take the coefficient of the right hand side, we are getting 32 and 64. Now check the whether it is in the ratio proportion or not. So 1:2. Once again here also it is 1:2. So whenever the y coefficient is proportion to the right hand side coefficient, the x solution is 0 definitely. When you are getting x solution is equal to 0, we'll make use of this x solution in one of this two equation. We'll take in the first equation itself 8 into 0 plus 16y is equal to 32. So 8 into 0 will become 0. So remaining is 16y is equal to 32. So that's what I expressed here the equation. From this we can able to find the solution of y now. Whenever this equation is 0, we'll get the y solution is 2 from this. The reason is we have got the y solution there and we have got the x solution now. Once again we'll see that how we are getting that. When the coefficient of y is proportion to the right hand side, the x solution is 0. Take this x solution is equal to 0 and substitute any one of this equation. We'll get the simplified equation as 16y is equal to 32. So now from this y is 2 we are getting directly. So the solution is 0, 2. So the same problem you can use by the variable elimination or by using the Cramer's rule. So this method will be more applicable those who are writing for the competitive examination and those who are preparing for the placement examination. So with this I will complete the session of today. For the upcoming days of the remaining topics, please kindly tune on to my SpeedMax channel. Thank you.